Welcome to the ITSM Practice podcast.
Welcome back to the ITSM Practice. I'm Luigi Ferri, and today we are talking about a hot topic. Why are Chief Information Security Officers often seen as scapegoats when things go wrong? We are here to defend the crucial role of Chief Information Security Officers and understand why they often end up taking the blame. Recently, I ran a poll asking why Chief Information Security Officers are often viewed as scapegoats. Here are the responses. Unclear regulations, 4%. Unrealistic expectations, 64%. High role visibility, 8%. Blame-centric culture, 24%. Let's break this down and see how they contribute to the tough spot Chief Information Security Officers find themselves in. First, let's discuss unclear rules. Only 4% of you think this is a major problem, but it's still important to address. Cybersecurity rules can be confusing and they often change. This makes it difficult for Chief Information Security Officers to stay updated. However, if there is a security breach, they are often blamed for not following the rules or best practices. Did you know that 61% of Chief Information Security Officers find the complexity of these regulations a big challenge? That's what the Ponemon Institute found. Here is a major issue: unrealistic expectations. A large number, 64% of you, believe this is why Chief Information Security Officers are often unfairly blamed. Chief Information Security Officers are expected to defend the entire organization against all possible threats, but they have limited resources. This is an impossible job. Cyber threats are constantly changing, and no system can be completely secure. Is it reasonable to expect Chief Information Security Officers to prevent every incident? According to a report by Proofpoint, 70% of Chief Information Security Officers think their budgets are too small to manage the increasing number of threats. Now, let's discuss high role visibility, which 8% of you highlighted. Chief Information Security Officers usually represent cybersecurity in a company. When a breach occurs, they become the focus and are often blamed. Should Chief Information Security Officers be the only ones held accountable when things go wrong? ICE Connor UK views the Chief Information Security Officer as the main person responsible for a data breach, even though cybersecurity requires a team effort. Finally, let's talk about blame-centric culture. 24% of you consider this as a major issue. Many companies tend to blame individuals rather than learn from mistakes. When a breach occurs, the initial reaction is often to find someone responsible instead of understanding the mistake and how to correct it. But does blaming actually help improve cybersecurity? Devo Technology revealed that 83% of IT security professionals admit that burnout and stress have led them or their peers to make errors that resulted in a security breach. The problem of Chief Information Security Officers being unfairly blamed is made worse by their short time in their roles. The average time a Chief Information Security Officer stays in a job is only 18-24 months, according to cybersecurityventures.com. This brief period is hardly enough to fully understand the company's situation, let alone put in place significant security measures. Why do they leave so often? A big reason is the scapegoat effect. When security breaches occur, it's easy for companies to blame the Chief Information Security Officer and move on. A clear example of this was seen with the former Uber Chief Information Security Officer, Joe Sullivan, who faced legal action for his management of a data breach. There is another aspect to consider. Chief Information Security Officers frequently find themselves in a catch-22 situation, where they are tasked with managing cybersecurity but don't have enough authority or resources. This creates a stressful work environment which often leads to burnout and high turnover rates. A recent survey by Salt Security found that 48% of Chief Information Security Officers consider the risk of being personally sued as one of their main sources of stress. So, what can we do to support Chief Information Security Officers and change this narrative? Here are my few points. First point, clear regulations and strategy alignment. Chief Information Security Officers need to first ensure compliance with local regulations before they can help design a security strategy that aligns with the business goals. If the business lacks a clear strategy, this task becomes complex. In such cases, Chief Information Security Officers might have to rely on a perimeter-based approach and adopt a standard practice. However, this model may not fully support the business goals. Second point, realistic expectations. We need to set realistic targets for cybersecurity. It's important to acknowledge that breaches can occur and focus on being prepared and resilient. Third point, shared responsibility. Cybersecurity should be everyone's concern, from the top executives to the entry-level employees. We should foster a culture that emphasizes shared responsibility rather than pointing fingers. Fourth point, visibility and support. Let's use the high profile of Chief Information Security Officers to raise awareness and advocate for better resources and policies. They must receive strong support from top management. To all the Chief Information Security Officers out there, remember your role is crucial. The challenges are big, but with the proper support and a shift toward shared responsibility, we can change the story. Shouldn't we stop blaming Chief Information Security Officers and start supporting them better? As we wrap up, consider this. Are we asking too much from our Chief Information Security Officers without giving them the authority and support they need? Should companies reconsider how they handle cybersecurity? I'm Luigi Ferri, and thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the ITSM Practice. Let's continue this discussion on LinkedIn. Until next time, keep your organization safe. Arrivederci.